Hello, my friends. How are you? Victor Dantas here. I know it's not my usual time, and we don't have any Zero to Hero sessions going on. But I thought I would share something that the Power Pages team released today, and it has generated a lot of buzz um, in on LinkedIn and other social media. So I thought I would stop by and share my first impressions of the Power Pages Visual Studio extension, Copilot extension. Sorry, it's a mouthful. Uh, it's crazy what it can do, especially for folks who are using ProDev or Code First approach um, for Power Pages. So I will do a quick demo here just to showcase what this thing is able to do. Remember, it's in public preview, hasn't been tested other than the people developing it, and we have a chance to play with the product before it reaches general availability. So let's have a look, and you can share your thoughts on it. All right, let me share my screen real quick here. And it's crazy. All right, if you have VS Code installed on your machine, this is what you're gonna see when you update the Power Platform extension. If for some reason you miss it, you can always click here on this icon, Power Platform, and then you get this initial screen. All right. In here, though, you see this Copilot, especially for Power Pages. I'm already logged on to an environment, and so I can start typing things and doing some work here. But if you're running this for the first time, you'll see a logging option. You just need to complete the logging to your environment, and then you are good to go. All right, so let's test this out. So one of the common requirements here that people have when they're writing code in VS Code for Power Pages, you write templates. So let's do this. So let's write a liquid fetch XML web template that queries the contact table. We let's say list uh, first and last name and email columns. All right, so let's see what it generates, and we'll go from there. All right, so the code is done. I'll copy this over, throw it to a file that I have in my window, then I will format this nicely to see the end result. So it has created my fetch query, added a few columns, didn't quite do what I wanted, but it's doing some of it. So got the full name. I want it to be separate columns. So maybe I can tell the bot to do separate columns. First name and last name. Email. Maybe I'll do phone number as well. All right. So it's generating the code. I'll copy that, throw that in here again. I will do a format using keystroke combination. That's Control K F. So this time it did the columns that I wanted. So I will extend my query. So I have the columns that I want. Then I'll use natural language to say sort results by first name and last name. Only display active contacts. All right, so copy this, throw that in here, format it nicely. Okay, I have my sorting going. It's filtering only active contacts. So from here, if I don't know the syntax of commands on Portal, I can extend on my query. So I have the query here. Then what I will say is display results uh, in a Bootstrap v3 HTML table, and let's see what it gives us. All right, so I have the query on top. I'll copy that part first, throw that in here, a nice format, seal my query. I'll get the table down below, the HTML table, again, format it nicely. So I have query, table here, listing out fields. Isn't that crazy? So let's extend it a bit more. So I have my table. I'm gonna say add links to edit and delete records. And maybe I'll say more. Allow users to edit or delete records using the Power Pages web API. Let's hit it there and see what it will generate. All right, so I have the table here. Let's see what changed. Okay, it added the links that I wanted. The syntax is not quite right, but we'll fix it. Then I will copy the code and see what this looks like. Since it's web API, I'm gonna throw this code inside of JavaScript. Okay, see if it will format nicely now. Not quite there yet. There's comments here. Okay. Right. This one I think I'll have to format manually. All right. There's a fetch here that's unnecessary, but it still works. Now, the only thing that I need to do here would be to say, instead of doing a reference here in href, I'll have to do it on click and make it a JavaScript call. I don't think I need to force it there, but this would be the edit record. I'm already passing in the ID. Close the ID there, and the same for delete. Delete record. And this code is done. Isn't that crazy? I mean, this is pretty amazing what can be done. Now, I just did a few examples on composing web template, but based on the documentation here and the options listed, we can write custom validation, customize table list using custom JS, and I think we can do some stuff using CSS to help us get our code done faster. All right, but this is pretty wild. I know that a lot of us including myself, we go back to the documentation at times because we can't remember how a particular tag works. So this is going to help us dramatically. All right. So I hope you enjoyed. It's a short live, 10 minutes only. I hope it was beneficial to you all. I see a few familiar names. My friend Matthew Swimmer, hello friend, Olenberg, Silva, Bruna Pacheco. Yes, this is crazy stuff, man. I hope it helps folks to do the work faster and with more quality. All right, we'll be talking more about Copilot in Power Pages soon. All right, take care. Bye bye.